Hello everyone, I'm Wergum, and today I'm going to be showcasing the game Super Mario Flash. Super Mario Flash is essentially a Flash game that's available online, and it was created about a decade ago. And Super Mario Flash features its own inbuilt levels, a whole campaign of its own, and features more particularly a level editor, which is my main point of interest today. But I'm going to start with playing the one-player game today. So yeah, essentially, it's a pretty old game and features pretty simple controls, I would say, like arrow keys and a space bar. Arrow keys, so you use the arrow keys to move left to right, up and down is for ducking. So up is for jump, space is for shooting fireball. So essentially, most levels would look like this, I would say, or at least the graphics of the game. They aren't the highest end graphics, but I mean, this was really the game, honestly. I'm going to quickly play through this, but I think the main focus today for me is showing the level editor and maybe playing a few of the old levels I made. Because this is really actually the place where I started creating Mario levels. For any of you who are curious and wonder why I'm actually making levels or I'm really interested, this is kind of what started my passion for making Mario levels. So yeah, this is why Super Mario Flash I would say is a pretty special special game for me. Unfortunately, I don't think this game features a pause menu or anything, so the game has to run constantly. But yeah, I'm only gonna play through this first level. There we go. Finish the first level, and well, I'm gonna have to probably kill myself a bunch of times. I'll showcase the Toad House, but okay. So here's the Toad House. You can just pick one of these. It's one of the power-ups you can take along the journey with you. Got a star. It's a really simple game, very bare bones. Uh, the only power up is really Mushroom or Fire Flower, nothing else. There's also Star. But yeah, I think it was really a good game for me to get started in designing levels, honestly, because it's not really that complicated. You just click and place things and click on the same thing if you want to remove them. There aren't too many elements to work with, so you kind of have to get creative. Yeah, so right now I'm killing myself so I can get to the level editor because that's the main focus of this and the main appeal of the game. So yeah, bear with me. Okay, so here's the game over screen for when you run out of lives. Okay, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of the actual level editor itself. So yeah, essentially it's a pretty simple level editor. It's been through several different iterations. I remember at one point they had like 3 save slots for levels, and you could build 3 at a time, and like I think you could save them online. Now you can't save them online, and you kind of have to uh, load in a code, or I guess when after you create the level, a code's created which can be used for reference later. So you copy and paste the code, and you put it in a notepad, and then you can essentially input it to load your level. So yeah, level creator essentially consists of a main level. You have a bunch of different themes, a bonus zone or sub area, whatever you want to call it. And then you can customize the length of these. Unfortunately, I don't think you can edit them afterwards. And yeah, basic level editor, you get the controls. So there's a menu where you can select all the elements to place. That's up. If you want to hide it, press down. Select the object or place it is mouse, so you can move around, click. I think I can demonstrate that. Want a mushroom block, which is also the fire block. You can just place it like this. So yeah, and then you can place your enemies like so. And then yeah, coins. Yeah, and then you can save this level, name it, set the music, set a flagpole or set your start point. This is the end. Yeah, I have the castle music on this time, but let's play it. And yeah, as you can see, it's functioning as it's supposed to. You can jump on these Koopas, and here's the flagpole. There's no castle here, but you can place your own castle manually. Okay, now that I've shown the level editor, I'm gonna probably showcase some of my levels. So what I have here today is I have a whole level series I created. It was essentially my way of simulating a Mario campaign in a way, like all the different worlds and all the different levels. So I had my whole, I guess, set of levels, and I got all the way up to like World 6, but I can show you like a few of them. I'll just probably play through them. Yeah, so my first level is called Fungus Among Us. I know, the name Among Us, kind of funny, but let's play. Yeah, essentially the main idea here is, well, you're in the Mushroom Kingdom, it's infested with mushrooms and Goombas and all that sort of crazy stuff. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I was watching a game theory video and like how bricks are somehow a way to store mushrooms, so that's why I used a lot of bricks. Yeah, inspiration there. It's a very simple level to start out with, but the difficulty like quickly hikes up. I'm not a very nice creator, honestly. Most of my levels are kind of mean. So yeah, I start out with a level that's pretty easy, no cliffs. You also have like 3 opportunities to get a power up. And yeah, I just have a bunch of Koopas here. It's not a very good level per se. I was trying to create a whole like story around Mario, my own like little Mario story. So yeah, Mario has to venture out of the Mushroom Kingdom and make his way to Bowser's Castle. The same old, you know. So yeah, it's my first level, and then I can load up the next level, and I can continue the process. 1-2, you can name these levels whatever you want, and you can do whatever you want with them, but yeah, 1-2 was brick towers, because we climbed up a huge brick tower. So let's play. Essentially, the main idea of this one was, well, all 1-2 levels have been underground, and that's kind of cliche, so I wanted to kind of break the trend a little bit and make a athletic themed level. So this is what I came up with. Yeah, the jumping mechanics are also kind of janky. Like, you can't really control the height of your jump, which is kind of what oh shoot, I fell. But it's kind of what makes a lot of the newer Mario games better, is like you can actually control your jump height and your momentum. In this one, you're kind of stuck with a single fixed jump height and fixed speed. It's not the highest quality Mario game, but I don't know. Okay, I actually successfully platformed this one. So yeah, most of my levels either have no power-ups or one power-up, because, well, why would Bowser put power-ups in his levels, you know? That's just giving Mario a victory very easily. It's like, yeah, what's the point of doing that? Which is why I'm kind of very stingy about giving the player power-ups. Ah, okay. You see, that's why it's really challenging. You can't control your jump. Okay. And then you miss jumps like that. Hmm. But yeah, it's the whole, like, thing of like, oh, Bowser finally got smarter. So yeah, as you can see already, the second level is really difficult. I'm not going to continue harping on this level, so I'm going to load up my next level, which is the actual underground level. Most of my levels were like there has to be some sort of purpose in the narrative of my campaign. I didn't really have a super cohesive narrative, but it was kind of a little bit of a narrative. Yeah, Bowser's mine. There's supposed to be an apostrophe here. But yeah, this is essentially my way of saying, hey, this is the place where Bowser gets all his materials to build his castles. Because, like, where do these Koopalings and all these other I guess all these other minions get their materials. It's like they never tell us like how you build castle. So I designed a place. It's kind of like a quarry. Oh yeah, this part's really difficult. Fire bar already being introduced. I don't know, another really fun, appealing thing for me to do was to find creative ways to actually create themes, I guess, or create. I had to kind of get creative with the elements to create something new that isn't normally in, I guess, Super Mario Flash games, I guess. It's kind of what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm being very clear on that, but I kind of like say there's no mountain theme, there's no sky theme, there's no desert theme, so there's no desert, but you kind of have to get a little creative because you have limited elements, which is kind of what takes away the appeal of sometimes newer editors, is because they kind of just give you the element to actually do the thing you want to do. So yeah, it kind of makes me feel all smart and cheeky. What the hell happened there? I guess I just got force fielded out of the way. Something glitchy happened. Anyway, if you are enjoying this content so far, I would suggest leaving a like, and if you enjoy my content in general, consider subscribing. I plan to probably do more commentary material in the future. I just kind of haven't really. Oh, shoot. I just haven't been very good at making commentary. But you know, practice makes better, it never makes perfect. Alright, here we are. But yeah, these are really difficult levels for just World 1, you know? You'd expect World 1 to just be a very easy, like, tutorial world, but I'm sorry, I don't hold people's hand. If you wanna win this game, you gotta figure it out yourself. And that's just the way things operate, I guess. It's just the way things work, buddy. Alright. Firebar. I don't know, these are kind of the sort of levels you have to learn along the way, like, you have to fail several times before you actually successfully complete one. Honestly, that's how a lot of very difficult levels work anyway. Troll levels, even just like super hard levels, like you kind of need to learn the level as you go. Yeah, here you kind of get a mushroom. The point of it is so you can break the bricks. Problem is if you don't have bricks, you kind of get soft locked. But yeah, trick is break the bricks. It's kind of like you're breaking through a mine, mining yourself out of the mine. So yeah, pretty simple level, pretty basic stuff. Managed to complete this one. That's nice. All right. So that's the level. Yeah, let's go to 1-4, which is not the castle. It's the level before the castle. World 1 for me is just very simple. I'm probably not going to play through the entire campaign because, like, I don't want to test your patience too much. This might even be a two-part thing, you know. Alright. So essentially, this level's like you're going towards Bowser's castle. So there's a lot of obstacles to get towards Bowser's castle because Bowser has a lot of these hired guards, I guess. Hammer Bros are kind of your typical, I guess, royal guard in a way. That's kind of how I see them. I always saw Hammer Bros as kind of like the staple military material. I also had a fascination with Lakitus because they create more obstacles and enemies for you. And it's like, why doesn't Bowser use this more when he's actually creating defensive, I guess, barriers? Here we are. This level's normally really difficult, but I'm actually breezing through just fine. Oh wow. Ooh. Successful on the first try. That's really nice. Alright. I'll look through the castle now. I call them fortresses. I didn't realize that Super Mario Bros. 3 actually calls their castles fortresses. But it's just kind of my way of signifying, hey, this ain't Bowser's castle. You know? Because, like, how can you really afford to have a bunch of castles? Yeah, it's a pretty basic castle level. Alright, here we are. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really have much time to show you that one. Let's try again. Okay. World 1. I figured that this also might... I also wanted to make content on this because I figured it might fit more with the theme of my channel more, because I noticed that people tend to like more of my videos that showcase levels. I don't know, maybe people also just don't watch my commentary videos because my voice is cringe, but I don't know. That can change with time. Oh yeah, here's where... Okay. Shoot. Lava bubbles. Yeah, I'll play this. I'll attempt this level a few more times, and then we'll have to move on. Well, actually, I'll probably do like an overview of the entire level in the editor because, well, I kind of want to still show this level because it kind of introduces a few of the thematic ideas I kind of continue using throughout my Super Mario Flash level series. So yeah, and yeah, I think I would say World 1 by far is the shortest world I created. I mean, a lot of my other worlds are actually kind of substantially longer. Maybe by at least like a factor of 2, like twice as many levels per world after World 1. So yeah, there isn't really much time spent in the Mushroom Kingdom. This part's really frustrating. I'm not going to actually attempt it. Sorry for any of you who are looking forward to that, but yeah, essentially I kind of just created a castle level. A lot of flames here, a flamethrower. I don't know what to call them. They're just Bowser's fireballs and fire breath. And yeah, the end doesn't actually have Bowser. You're fighting Hammer Bros. In this case, it's two Hammer Bros, and I'm going to show you the sub area, or I guess the after part of the castle. So at this point, you're being introduced to the forest area of the level. It's kind of a way to introduce the theme of the next world. That's kind of what happens at the end of the castle. So yeah, next world theme is a forest. You're kind of rewarded with a bunch of power-ups and stuff because, well, there are no power-ups in the actual level itself. Yeah. Because, well, it's Bowser's castle, why would he leave power-ups there? It's kind of stupid. Alright, well, I think at this point I'm not going to be harping on all the different levels. I think I'm probably going to just stick with uh, some interesting ones, some point of interest. Yeah, I'll start with the Boo House, actually. I think this level actually isn't the original level. Yeah, it's called House Dead, and I think I deleted the original file because, well, my saving kind of got screwed up. Yeah, essentially it's a troll level. You start with a thwomp, you have to quickly get out of the way. I don't know. I'm not very nice to the player, am I? What's even worse is you can't avoid hitting the boo because you can't control your jump height. So you have to move the boos to a very specific location, and it's like, yeah, these levels weren't really designed very well for the player's enjoyment necessarily. It's kind of more for myself, so. But I mean, with the Boo House, it's like, yeah, Boos play dirty tricks on you, so why wouldn't they put a thwomp at the very beginning of the level, you know? it makes... Okay, yeah, this part's interesting as well because take a pipe, you head in the opposite direction, but if you take the top pipe, you go in the bottom, which leads you to a door where, guess where that leads you? Huh? It leads you back to the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I have a funny sense of humor, you know. But yeah, this isn't actually the original level. This is a replication of the original level, or it's a remake of it because I lost the original one. But yeah, here we are. You always have to take the bottom pipe, otherwise you're kind of screwed. At least I remembered a few of the gimmicks along the way. Hey, and they have a power-up right here. I don't know, the other major problem with my levels is that, well, since most of my levels rely on you not really having a power-up, there are a lot of spaces you can't access due to that. Yeah, I have an interesting platform interaction here. I don't know why I decided to put a lava bubble here, I guess just... Oh god, and this is a pick a path. Ah, in perfect troll fashion, you have to pick the right one, and I forgot which one was the correct door, so bear with me as I go through this a bunch of times. So I picked the middle one last time. Now the swamp hit me. The even more infuriating thing is there are no checkpoints in any of these levels, so you screw up, it's like, sorry, start over. That's what also makes these particularly difficult. Here we are. And then, oh, okay. I'm not going to play through this level. I'm not going to waste your time with me trying to figure things out. But that's essentially the level. It's a Boo House level with some trolls and the pick-a-path. I don't remember which one it was. It could have been either the leftmost or rightmost door. Then there's a split path. You can choose the Boo Road or the Skeleton Bullet Road, I guess. No, the Boo Flame Road or Skeleton Bullet Road, and I don't know which one's easier. That's kind of up to the player. And then, yeah, you have your forest outside. That's how most of my indoor levels function. Yeah, so I'm done with that level. What's another interesting level I created? I think it's this one, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show this level because I think I'm rather proud of it. It's called Vision Forest. It's my World 2 Special 1 level. Essentially, you have these secret levels that you only unlock if you find the secret exit. If you play the game the way I want you to play it, there are secret exits. There's no distinguishing feature. Oh, shoot. Okay. This doesn't help me showcase what I want to showcase, but essentially the cool thing about Vision Forest is that, well, I'll show you after I get back in. Okay. So essentially, you go up here. There's a pipe here you can go in and look here. That's an area, of course. Go through the pipe. You go through a pipe, you go into an area that looks pretty much the same until it's like, wait, what? They changed it. And yeah, that's what I did. Essentially, I created a sub-world and a main world that are essentially nearly identical except for a few specific sections. So you go through this pipe, and yeah. On the other one, originally, there would be a door and a dead end, but you have to be in the other area, go through that pipe. Essentially, all the pipes switch you from the main world to the sub-world. These hammer bros are kind of infuriating, but I'll take the other way this time. But yeah, essentially the other idea behind Vision Forest is it's kind of like an illusion forest or a vision forest, which kind of helps foreshadow future levels. So a few familiar structures might actually show up in the process of me presenting this. So, yeah, if this boo would get out of the way. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Oh, oh, ah! Yeah, the boo is just... It's so difficult sometimes, because certain obstacles are certain height, and you always jump the same height, so you can't avoid it by controlling your jump height. Turn around this way, jump down, avoid the jumping Koopas, and then we're here. This area, it's essentially identical to the original one, but yeah, you go this way. Oh, come on. It's the same area. I was gonna show the other way, but like, okay, never mind. Whatever. I feel like most people wouldn't be able to find the other area that easily. Here we are. Oh yeah, and then this is kind of an allusion to a different level, or this is a foreshadowing of a separate level that you'll find in the future, which I can show later. I think it's a pretty fun level. Well, maybe not fun for the player, because it's just a dirty prank at the beginning. Because yeah, I have a mean sense of humor. I'm not generally a mean person in person, but I guess in my levels I sometimes have been kind of mean to people. Yeah, and then essentially you face a Bowser here. This isn't the real Bowser, it's an illusion Bowser. You can defeat Bowser, or you can take the other exit, which leads you to the main flagpole. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Uh, what's another level I created that's... Yeah, I can show 2-2, because why the heck not? I need to probably check up on time soon, but yeah, this is called Platformer's Death, and well, the main gimmick is it's a bunch of platforms that fall, and it's like, yeah, you have to keep going. I don't really know if this is the best kind of level. I think it would frustrate a lot of people. You have to know where the bullets are coming from. It's always the same bullets. You kind of have to learn the level along the way. But yeah, I'm not going to show that level. Let's continue on. This is my, I guess, show and tell, or as some people might say, present and explain. Here we are. Let's look at the World 2 castle, because I think this one's actually really cool. Essentially, the main idea is you start underground, or yeah, this is an underground castle. World 2's castle is actually underground. You have to avoid this hammer, bro. I had a lot of fun with using this tile set here, which is essentially the end of level castle tile set. But now we're inside the castle. We go deeper. You find this floor that's made out of this supposedly crystalline substance that gets kind of more red and then hot, and then it starts melting at the bottom. What are some other kinds of castle levels I take pride in? I particularly take pride in levels that don't have, or castles that don't have lava, because castles with lava are just kind of lame sometimes and a bit cliche. It's like, seriously? That's kind of what infuriates me about the Mario Maker games, is that all the castles have to have lava. I'd rather be able to choose myself if I want lava in my level or not, or water in my level. Alright, here's the boss area, and yeah, it shows no mercy, flames. And then you have to face 3 Hammer Brothers instead of 2, since this is World 2. Okay, first Hammer Bro. Hammer Bros are really difficult to manage in any game, you know, because their hammer throwing and jumping patterns are kind of unpredictable. Oh, yes, I might actually be able to complete this one. We'll see. Oh, I did. Okay, nice. Here we are. Yeah, this is the end, and then you essentially find a flagpole with the not so hidden question blocks. But yeah, that's the end of the level. And then this leads to World 3, which is a purely underground level. Yeah, that was essentially what World 3 was, because in most of the Mario games I saw, there were no underground themed worlds, so I'm like, why the heck not, you know? So yeah, we have Beware of Plants, which is just an introduction to World 3 and Piranha Plants. I'll showcase 3-2, and then I think it's either 3-6 or 3-7, or I don't remember, but... Okay, here are all the... Also, in case you notice, well, you probably noticed, I used the overworld theme because Well, technically, this is the overworld of World 3 when there's no overworld. And this is the underworld of World 3, which, why is there a distinction? I don't know. But I decided there was. And yeah, the problem with this part of the level is it relies on you being small Mario. So be warned when you're going that section. Don't go as large Mario or Fire Mario. That's just plain stupid. But yeah, it's not a very difficult level, I don't think. You just kind of have to go from, well, left to right, as most Mario levels do. I mean, there's no down to up. I mean, there are no vertical levels in Super Mario Flash 1, which is kind of a big gripe I always had with this level editor. You can't create any verticality to your levels, and I'm like, come on, I wanna make vertical levels. I wanna make levels where you actually get to climb things. And that's where Super Mario Flash 2 kind of plays a role, you know? I never really played a whole lot of Super Mario Flash 2, but yeah, I mean, they say be sure to check Super Mario Flash 2 on this website, but I never really got into Super Mario Flash 2 personally. Okay, 3-2. This one's called Third World Country. It's not any commentary on like third world countries. It's just a pun. It's not really funny if I just explain it, but well, it is the third world, so it's the country of the third world. And yeah, Buzzy Beetles live in these huts or these residential places, so I kind of gave you access to one of them. It's kind of a nice little residential area. Not much else, it's just kind of a little fun secret, I guess. Yeah, and then there's the bottom floor, which you can take the pipe, it leads you to the upper floor, but you can't go back down, so yeah. I just added a few little fun Easter eggs like that. I don't know, I also really like these up and down piranhas in the like cave soil. It just looks really nice. And then you can kind of create these fun platforming challenges where there's piranha plants coming in and out. These are originally designed for pipes, but like that's kind of one of the ways you can kind of creatively use the elements they give you in a way that they weren't originally intended to create a new experience. So yeah, I really like the way this turned out. Alright, after this level I'm going to check up on how much time I've been spending on this. I sense that I might have taken up like about 30 minutes, which is probably what I'm aiming for. Yeah, this is kind of unfair. No one's going to know these hidden blocks exist unless you actually hit them, and then like, it's like, how do I get to the end? It's like, well, you have to know the level, I guess. Okay, most of my levels don't really reward the player with much. Okay. I think, well, 3-4 is probably coin mine, I think. Yeah, it's the coin mine, which is essentially where Bowser gets all his currency to pay his, I guess, Koopa workers for building a castle, you know, because someone has to build the castle and there has to be some incentive to do it. So, yeah, this level primarily just has a lot of coins. It's a good opportunity to rack up a bunch of lives if you're playing this as a normal Mario campaign. But I wouldn't suggest playing it as a normal Mario campaign. If you die, just try the level again. It's kind of infuriating to just say, oh, you have to start over because you died. Because I guarantee you most people are going to get a game over if they try my levels. Yeah, I had a few fun things with these hidden blocks here. It's a pretty basic level. And then there's this star right here, which I didn't really account for what it would do, but kind of funny. Uh, Here we are. There isn't really much else to say about this level. It's kind of just a level where Bowser mines all his coins up and stuff, you know. It sounds like mine coins from like Bedrock Edition or something. Yeah, Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I think maybe I got some inspiration from Minecraft, but there's the level. I don't think there's really much else interesting here. I think 3-5 might be the level that I want to show next. Oh, fungus grows. Oh yeah, this is essentially just like it's your typical athletic level but underground. So that's all I'll say on that. Because mushrooms are used in athletic levels. I think it's 3-6 that I want to show next. Oh yeah, Cave of Dirty Tricks. Okay, we're already hitting up on like 36 minutes, so this will be the last level I show today. I might do a second part. So anyway, you started, content warning, and yeah, that's the beginning. And it's like, well, shoot, how do I beat this level? So you keep running in, you keep struggling to figure it out. How do you beat the level? It's beatable, all right, but you have to do that. You have to go in the door there, and then it teleports you right here. So yeah, little trick that no one knows about. And yeah, this is kind of the place in Vision Forest, the area that I was talking about earlier, that's kind of referenced. But it's inaccessible, so you have to take the door. Leads you here, and then you have a bunch of pipes, what to do. And yeah, it leads you right here. And I was like, yeah. Oh, that was real close. Okay, well, we're here. Essentially, take the door if you can. Oh, I actually did it. This video likely will be a little shorter because I'll probably cut it down a bit. Alright, and then, yeah, weird. The above world is actually the underground music. It's all reversed, I know. We're back here. Ghosts, leave me alone. I would really appreciate it. And then there's a hammer bro. I love my hammer bros. I was always obsessed with, can a Lakitu throw a hammer bro in Super Mario Maker? And well, yes, they can. These hammer brothers are kind of stupid sometimes. They jump themselves into something. Here's the pipe. Guess where it leads you? Right back to the beginning. So it's like, well, shoot, how do I beat this level? You see, there's another layer of subversion that's involved here. So yeah, first of all, yeah, you take this pipe. This is still the correct path. Neither of these pipes lead you anywhere. You go up here, you actually get a power up. Go down here, and then the actual trick is use this pipe right here, and voila, you've made it out alive from the Cave of Dirty Tricks. Well, I think that's all I'll be showing today mainly, but I'll probably be showcasing more levels in part 2. Oh shoot, something fell out. Okay. Well, anyway, I think that's probably it for now. So, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. If you don't like it, you can feel free to leave a dislike. And if you enjoy my content in general, consider subscribing. And yeah, I'm Wargum, and I bid you all farewell.